Yeah, I'm really like not aware of the thing that you're asking me. Like,
What is its
I'm not even sure if one exists.
What is its property?
The property of what? This like ultimate thing that you're
No,
asking?
notice everybody in the room how he's playing dumb.
What do you mean playing dumb? I just don't know what you're asking.
Yeah, I'd like to know, is there something that is fundamentally absolute and non-dependent? You said yes. I said, what is it? You said, well, the laws of logic, but that doesn't tell me what it is. All it tells me is that it cannot equal its negation.
No, what I was saying is that the laws of logic themselves are something that I take to be non-dependent.
Okay, and how do you, okay, fine. I still need to know what the property or attributes are of whatever that is.
The property of the laws of logic?
No, sir. That which is fundamentally non-dependent and that provides for all dependency states. Okay? All you're just simply telling me is that there's something that is absolute and it cannot equal its negation. Well, I understand that. I'd like to know what other additional properties or attributes that it has.
Oh, no, I never claimed that there was this like necessary like concrete thing that exists and the laws of logic are like its properties.
So for all of you, so all of your dependency statements, do they ultimately depend upon something that has a properties or attributes other than it cannot equal its negation?
Yeah, I don't know what they depend on.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, you've now cut your head off philosophically. It's game over. So in other words, you don't know what your dependency statements depend upon, other than the fact that those dependencies conform and cohere to the law of non-contradiction. But you just admitted that you have no foundation. Thank you for your time. Next.
You're just
I never
debating
claimed
white
to have
belts.
a foundation. I mean, what was the point of this?
You're just smacking. That's all you like to do, Darth. You like to smack down white belts because that's what you enjoy doing. You don't You don't enjoy debating people that actually know what they're talking.
Do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then would you like to talk?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. Can you answer the question that he couldn't?
Okay. I would say that the fundamental nature of reality is that every single thing enclosed in this universe abides to the laws of life.
Yeah, that doesn't address the issue. All you're simply doing is regurgitating the same vomit that he gave before.
How is that the same vomit?
One more time. You didn't verify anything. How do you verify? No, you just said that everything that's in the universe. Well, is the universe itself unconditionally non-dependent?
Even the universe itself.
Okay, listen, asshole. I'm going to ask you a simple, fair, circumspect question. If you are entirely evasive, you're going to be server muted. I'm not going to put up with assholery. Okay?
And I'm sure that's not the case.
Yeah, well, guess what? You've been notified, okay? If a cop tells you license and registration or I'm going to arrest you, okay?
Stop with this nonsense.
No, okay. All right, good. I'll stop with the nonsense. Now you are muted, sir. Thank you for your time. See, this is all we have. We have no intelligent people who can defend atheism, but we have either people who engage in overt trolling or covert trolling, like we saw with the first interlocutor. He has no foundation for anything he says. And then he wants to talk about, well, it's the laws of logic, but how does he know that for all things, dependencies that exist, that they cannot ever equal their negation? He says, well, that's incoherent. All that is just simply saying is things cannot equal their negation because things cannot equal their negation. Okay? So this is how moronic these people are.
Lord, you're a great debater, but that doesn't make it true.
What doesn't make what true?
Or God believe.
Well, unfortunately, what does make, when you say it doesn't make it true, does that statement presuppose that something can and does make something true?
No, it just says that just because you're a great debater.
Okay, is the claim, is it okay in your view? Is truth a intelligible concept?
Truth is that all cops are best.
It's truth. Listen, you too. Listen to me, dude. Listen to me. If you're going to be an asshole too, then I will server mute you and move on to somebody else. Now, I'm asking you a question. If you overtalk me again, you will be server muted.
It's okay, dude.
Okay. Now, last chance. Do not overtalk me. Now,
who's overtalking you?
Okay. Now, here's the question. You said it doesn't make something true. Does that statement presuppose that there is truth?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me now? I hold to the Christian worldview. Do you hold to that worldview?
Of course not. Fuck that.
Okay, good. Can you tell me what worldview that you're speaking from so I can have an understanding of the context from which you're speaking?
The Mandaean worldview.
What worldview?
The Mandaean worldview.
I don't know what that is.
Search it up. How do you know truth?
Okay.
Darth, if you don't know the Mandaean worldview.
Okay, now...
How can you presuppose truth if you don't believe in the
I don't know what that is, sir. Okay, now, can you tell me what your definition of truth is? When you said it doesn't make it true, it's just so we're on the same page.
Listen, Darth. Okay? I won't stand for assholery if you do not...
Okay, and you see, now we have a third troll in a row. This is what this is embarrassing.
Darth, you are embarrassing.
That's all they're left with is just, trolling, and then trying to mimic the things that I say, rather than be substantive. I mean, this is embarrassing for atheists.
Can I jump in?
If anyone wants to jump in, you're going to have to tell me what your username is.
It's not immoral to rape my mom.
Okay, go ahead.
Darth, it was recently revealed to me as absolutely true that the Christian God is...
Okay, what is your worldview?
Look,
before you answer that question, listen to me, dude, shut up or I'm gonna mute you. Are you listening to me? I'm just gonna give you a rule that I have, alright? If you're just some schmuck teenager who's gonna make a pretense that you're intellectually responding to me, alright? And you're just gonna do shtick and make stuff up as you go along, without further notification, I will just mute you. I only want people who are serious contenders, not foolish teenagers. Now, did you hear what my rule is? Did you hear what my rule is?
That you
Do you understand? Do you understand my terms?
Yes.
Okay, if you cross my terms, I will instantaneously mute you. Okay? I am not here to entertain foolish teenagers who are trolling and making stuff up. Now, do you hold to the Christian worldview?
I do not.
Okay, can you tell me in your worldview that you are speaking to me from, okay? What is it that is unconditionally non-dependent that provides for all dependency statements in your worldview? So now, whatever you say, do not overtalk me. Do not overtalk me. Now, what I have just demonstrated, that every time you speak, since you do not have anything that in your system that is unconditionally non-dependent, when you do speak, are these statements of dependency, yes or no?
So if your question is based on something that's a misinterpretation...
Okay, one more time, sir. Listen, if you're smart enough to step up the table to talk with me, I'll repeat the question again. Maybe you're a lot slower than I thought. When you give forth predications and propositions, are these statements in any sense dependent on any prerequisite?
Yes, except for one.
Right. Now, does it ultimately depend upon something?
No.
Okay, good. Then what you are saying is every statement that you make, all of which are dependency statements, they are without final and foundational basis. You have now contradicted and please do not overtalk me. Do not. Okay, bye-bye. Okay? You have now violated your own principle. You are incoherent. You said you do not accept, and I can guess that we can infer from that you do not present assertions that are without some foundational basis, but you said there is no foundation. Therefore, all of your statements of dependency have no basis, which you are now contradicting yourself because you do not accept foundational statements. So it is game over. Okay? All people have left is to resort to trolling. Okay? And doing shtick. It's very embarrassing for atheists. An International Atheist Day is coming up in a few weeks. It's April 1st.